long before I started acting out to be witnessed. And that acting out was in the form of lying. I remember being in 5th grade and really just letting my guard down. And yes, lying became...
That part of this podcast, everybody, Shelly has always, she's a mother of many. She'll tell you in a
Yes.
moment. So if you hear the babies, they are welcome. This is a podcast. That's why, you know why, Shelly? That's why I sponsor my own podcast. So no advertiser tells me what I can do or not do. So your children are welcome here.
Well,
So
thank you. My little boy just ran in the door. So anyways, yeah, I began lying at a young age and really seeking attention. When I was 14, my cousin, who was very close to me, committed suicide. And when she had done that, it really left something broken inside of me. And I made an inner vow to pretty much never love again and to never trust again, because I had felt like my best friend, my only network of safety had left. And, this life wasn't worth trusting in and being in. So from that point, it just continued to get darker and darker. I would allow people close to my world and I'd allow them in only to close the door on them. And I created a repeating pattern of this. And, lots of demons there.
Wow, I love, the awareness that you have of this. I love how you also say Shelly had a lot of demons, right? It's like Yvonne used to believe that. I like that because you are kind of witnessing the witness conscious, right? You're witnessing what Shelly personality, what Shelly with a blueprint that was given to her, what Shelly environment, what Shelly belief systems, what Shelly in her perception of herself, of limitations or not. I love this of not being witnessed. Went through, and you talk about her, which is you, with a lot of compassion and understanding and a lot of self-awareness. So when you are able to face this, I'm lying, I'm numbing, I'm doing this, I want to be witnessed. Tell me the first experience you had that you said, I gotta leave this all. I'm gonna leave this part of psychology. This is my realm. This is my jam, the realm of quantum healing, spiritual healing. This is my mission.
Yeah. So that would happen in year 2 of my schooling. And quite literally one night I just went to bed, and in that sleep, I had a dream. I didn't know it was a dream while I was in it, but I was brought into pure blackness. It was the darkest, most blackest feeling, vision, just crazy. And when I was there, I was started to be being ripped down, 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 down. And I had thought that I was going to hell. I had thought for sure this was it. This is done. I thought I had redeemed myself, but apparently not. Something is occurring here. I'm going to hell. And at one point in the dream, I quit fighting. I quit trying to escape. And in that point, I was raised back up. And in that raising, there was relief. I didn't see light. It was still raised back up in the dark, but I did realize I hadn't died and that I was awake and I was in bed. And when I opened my eyes, I realized my entire bed was wet. My hair was wet. I was wet from like head to toe. So I knew this was no ordinary dream. And I didn't pee the bed. I'm like, okay, there's no way that pee could travel from there all the way.
My next question. That was
right?
my next question. Yeah.
Right. So that's fine and dandy. I had that dream. But when I woke up in the morning and I got my kids out of bed, I realized something was very different. My vision was different. Everything around me, I could see energy permeating off of. Everything, including my children, including everything. So it was like having a view of being on psychedelics, but I wasn't on psychedelics. And it didn't go away. I carried it with me everywhere. And that's how I learned that
Yeah.
I had to work with it. There's a reason for this. There's a reason why I'm seeing this, because I could see when I was conversing with people, certain things that were said, the energy moved in different ways, right? There were certain things that could be done, and I would see someone clear and all the energy move out of a certain part of their body. So that being able to see it really led me to get the hell out of the path I was on and start working with this energy.
Wow, I love all of this, and I love that that you got it. You got the call from the dream time, which is very where the subconscious is speaking to us, right?
Yes.
So so how many kids do you have, Shelly?
I have 8 children, Yvonne.
That's
So,
so for everybody listening, she deserves, she has earned the right to have her children in the podcast. Actually, if they want to interview, I'll interview them too. But I love what you shared about being ripped off like it was, and you had to surrender. And I have
mhm.
experienced that. For me to enter into deeper levels of consciousness for my next level of winning, I got to surrender and stop fighting, resisting, and that's when the wisdom comes. So I'm so
Yes.
glad you did that. So you went through that process, through that, the inner war, the inner battle, or many people say that a near-death experience like that is like a sacred scripture called the Bhagavad Gita, where the Bhagavad Gita there's a God, Krishna, and there's the disciple Arjuna, the man, the human, and the God, Krishna, asks Arjuna to go kill all of his family members, to go in a war again, different castes and everything. And he's like, Arjuna is like dying. Like, how could I? He cannot surrender. It's so much darkness. How is this? It's all collapsing in his mind. So it's metaphorically, of course. It's not like that's happening, but I think like, it's kind of an inner battle, inner epic that we all go through to awaken into our mission. So you awaken into your mission, and let's speak a little bit about you. You take the stand into the energy and healing work,
Mhm.
and you have 8 children. You remarry with this incredible man that it's like from another dimension. And what happens next, Shelly?
Yeah, I stopped pursuing my education. I quit my job and I rent an office in a natural health food store. I rent an office. I don't have clientele. I don't have trainings behind me, but I know that I have skills in my, tool belt. I have skills in the sense of I'm very good at working with people, and I can actually see the energy of the people that are coming to see me or supposedly coming to see me. At this point, I don't even know if someone will come to see me. But they did come to see me. I built a business on word of mouth. I had people have amazing experiences in my office, moving out the energy that I could physically see what I was doing. So, because I could physically see what I was doing, Yvonne, with the energy, I became a master at healing. Because at the beginning, I would notice people come back and I'd be like, oh man, it's built back up, right? What we moved out there, it's come back. And being able to see it and have that gauge, I started getting more creative and more creative as to, there's got to be a way to get this to leave and not come back. And I perfected it almost 4 years ago, a system of healing that it doesn't come back. Once things are moved out, it stays out.
I love that. And your system of healing, I know it has a really cool name. I'm very impressed, by the way that you're such a flowing creator. I remember we will speak about something. I want to do this. And in 72 hours or less, I will, hey, Yvonne, what do you think of this? And what do you think of that? And look at myself, I would be like, where did she downloaded this from? It's like, and so professional. So tell us a little bit about your energy system and the name of it and what you offer in it.
Right. So the modality is called CallEnergetics, and Ka is the Egyptian word for energy. And part of the reason that name has come, one of my powerful teachers was, well, he's still alive, a 14th generation Egyptian healer. And I presented my system to him, and he had told me that there was very much, similar aspects of my work to the ancient Egyptian knowledge that he has as well. So I wanted to honor that in this system and use the word Ka. But really, what it's about is working with the subconscious mind of the person, working with the energetic component of the person, and also the God spiritual aspect of the person. So, when I figured out the missing link, it's no big secret. I'm very open with what it is. It's working with God. So all of my work is centered around working with God. I am a mother of 8 children. I am a business owner. I'm a creator. We're building a self-sustainable farm. I do things that are unbelievable. And I don't do them because I'm unbelievable. I do them because I'm connected to God and I know how to work with that frequency and teach other people
Amen.
also how to work with that frequency.
Amen. I love that. And, I'll have Kyle here and maybe you back too for the sustainability of the farm, because I think that's so God connected. That's so needed right now. But I love how certain and clear and confident you are about this. We need more people like this that are so like confident of their God connection. And so that's something I admire deeply of you. So you have the CallEnergetics. And by the way, everyone, I was able to see the system and the manuals, and the work is just first class. He's not the energy healing that you're going to be sent to watch a YouTube video, everyone. There's so many healers that go watch this video and meditate upon this rock. The way she walks you through, it's unbelievable. So, and that's one of her other children. Remember, she has
My
8.
son just shot me with a Lego gun that he just made. And I don't know how he escaped the babysitter, so we're just gonna flow with it. Somehow he
Oh
is
my
here
gosh.
and not with her.
So this is the proof of what it be to be spiritual entrepreneurs, everyone. The
Yeah.
work is hard. We figure it out. When you're serving God, you figure out a way. So that's it. So let's talk a little bit about your book. No, I know
Yes.
you're about to publish a book. Tell us a little
Yes.
bit about it. What is
Yeah.
it about, and what do you expect it to give to the people that read it?
Right. Right now, the title is called The God Book, literally, and I may keep it just called The God Book. What this book is essentially the first course that I ever taught. I used to call it soul healing therapy. What I've done is I've taken this course that I've taught many, many times and seen miracle after miracle occur. I have taken it and condensed it down into a beautiful book. So this book has with it access to the meditations that I use in the course, but it is part workbook and part immersive reading and connecting. So it's a beautiful representation of the process that I've taken many women through, and because I work primarily with women. Men can also enjoy this and get just as much from this. However, being a mother of 8, that's my focus. But this book will walk you through the entire process of moving out whatever the block may be that is there, disconnecting us from feeling, experiencing, and knowing God in our day-to-day reality. And the book is designed to be outside of specific religions and faiths. It can be implemented no matter what your faith is, no matter what your background is. It's not there to tell you what or who God is, but rather bring down the version of God that you connect with into your reality in a more profound way.
Wow. Can I say that, I read once long a time ago that and I think it was from the Kriya Yoga Institute when I was being initiated as a Swami on the Kriya Yoga tradition. They said that if a title of a book connects you with your soul, and in the title of a book, you can understand the wisdom that is inside